I got a message from one of my Facebook friends telling me that there was some individual who was preparing to roast me. Again, I'm going to go back into my policy regarding beefs and roasts. I do not engage in beefs. I do not engage in roasts. I do not respond to people who do these type of things. My time is precious, and I would rather spend my time focusing on building my SJS Direct imprint and promoting and selling books and taking care of business. I do not have time to go back and forth with immature people who have no talent and no skills. And my time, again, is too precious to waste getting involved with some immature individual who lacks the emotional and mental maturity to agree to disagree. If you do not like any of the content in my videos, again, there's a red X on the right hand screen of your Windows PC and on the left hand side of your Mac. You can hit that and move on. But sadly, many of these codependent individuals out here cannot do that because whenever they see someone who presents a different opinion, a different viewpoint, and a different way of life, they become upset. And because they become upset, they can't process the idea that people are living a different lifestyle than they are, and that it's okay for people to live a different lifestyle and a different viewpoint than they are and come from a different perspective than they do. Instead, because they cannot deal with the whole fact that people live different ways of life in different parts of the world, they have to get personal and they want to come out here and argue and go back and forth with you. And some of them, really have no talent. And the reason why they have to try to engage people with these beefs and these roasts is because they cannot go out here and get views or hits of their own for their own on their own page. So they have to create artificial content to get people to pay attention to them. They can't get people to pay attention to them based on their natural talent and their natural ability. No, they can't do that at all. So they have to go out and look for people who are popular or semi popular or on the rise, and they have to go out here and try to start arguments with those people in the hopes of trying to get views for their own channel. Without the other person engaging them, they would have no content. They would have no views. People would look at their content again and not care about it at all. And the reason why they wouldn't care about it is because this person has absolutely nothing to say to anyone. They have no message. They have no view. They have no ideas. They have no platform to stand on. If you put this person on the stage during a talent show and ask them, to perform or to tell us what they want, what we need to hear from them, these people would start becoming silent because they have nothing to say. So they need drama, they need controversy, they need someone to argue with and go back and forth with them. Now I understand it takes two people to argue, and I'm not going to be the one to continue to argue with you. This has been my policy since I was 16 years old. I do not argue with people. I do not go back and forth with people. I pretty much shut things down. You will have your opinion, I have my opinion, and I will agree to disagree with you and I will move on because my time, again, is very precious and you cannot get time back. And I would rather not waste time. And that's all, people who create these roast videos and go back and forth do. They waste the intangible of time. Time, again, is a precious thing. You cannot get time back, and time is something that you need to be using constructively. I would rather, again, use my time to create videos that help people and to create videos that promote the books of my SJS Direct imprint. And I would rather spend my time doing things constructively and trying to enrich the quality of people's lives rather than sit there and watch people who go back and forth with someone and and create a whole lot of drama and controversy that really does not enrich anybody's life, does not stimulate their minds, and does not get them to think. I would rather create content that makes you think, that engages you, that makes you think about things, that challenges your perspective on things. That's the type of content I want to produce. I do not want to produce, these juvenile minstrel antics that I've seen online. I feel that the World Wide Web is one of the greatest inventions since the light bulb. It is a precious resource. And what you do with a precious resource is you turn that into a product or a service that helps others. That's what the World Wide Web is meant to be used for. Unfortunately, many, especially those in the African American community, take this precious resource known as the World Wide Web and they've turned it into a virtual sewer. And thanks to this dysfunctional content that these people create, this dysfunctional reflection, they have created a dysfunctional reflection of African American life and the image of African Americans. And thanks to their distorted and dysfunctional picture, they have breathed new life into old stereotypes regarding African Americans. All of these butt pictures and lingerie pictures, all of these silly memes, all of these, pictures of celebrities. What type of reflection is that of the African American race? When you look at this content, online from many of these African Americans, it is embarrassing and downright disgusting. I mean, I've gone on Facebook groups where people are posting pornographic pictures and thinking that this is fine. And I looked at that type of content and I say to myself, is this the best African Americans can do with the greatest invention since the light bulb? Is it because what if that says is that you've proved every white supremacist right when they say this African American Negro race is a bunch of savages? Because only a bunch of savages would take the World Wide Web and put up images and content like that. Not understanding that, I mean, you have to be retarded again to understand that the content you produce is a reflection of you, a reflection of your values, and a reflection of your ideas. And when you put up content that says to the world, I am a savage, I am an ignorant person, that's basically what a lot of these people do with these roast videos, these YouTube beefs, these lingerie photos, these twerk videos, this idiotic cretinous content that these people produce. And I look at that and I say, I don't want to engage in that. I don't even want to bother with that. The whole thing is, I use the World Wide Web to let people get to know me, let them get to know the books of the SJS Direct Imprint, which are behind me, and and make every effort to get sales and to present, my mission, which was to create the positive stories about the African American experience, and to create, expand the African American book market and to reach people with positive content. I don't have time for clowns and jokers. That's not, again, my time is precious, and I'll keep saying that because I want people to understand that. You cannot get time back, and every second you spend dealing with ignorant people is a second you will not get back in your life. And every second that you spend watching the content of ignorant people is a second that you won't get back. And you need to value your time and use it to do more constructive things and apply it towards content, again, that will enrich your life and help you take your life to the next level. Because this World Wide Web, again, is a great tool, and I've used it to learn about numerous subjects, numerous concepts, and I've used it to, move my life forward because I look at this World Wide Web as a precious resource, and I look at it that way, and I'm sad that people, especially Black people, don't look at the World Wide Web for the precious resource and the precious tool that it is, an opportunity to reach people all over the world with your content, with your viewpoint, and an opportunity for people all over the world to get to know you, get to know about you, get to know about your products, get to know what you have to offer, and show people what you bring to the table. Because when you produce ignorant content, what does that say to the world? It says that you are ignorant. It says that you are stupid. And basically says to the world, you are not someone anyone needs to pay attention to or to take seriously. Anyone who engages that type of content pretty much does that. And these guys, they think that they're getting all of these views and that people are engaging them. No, people are laughing at you and they see you as a joke. And the sad part is, you think those people are laughing with you, but sadly, they're just laughing at you. And they're laughing at you, and then the sad part is, after they laugh at you, they go out and laugh at the black race. And they look at the black race and they say to themselves, you know, these Negroes are nothing but a bunch of jokers. They're nothing but a bunch of clowns, and they're just here to entertain me. They have no life skills. They have no social skills. Everything those white supremacists and racists say about these people are pretty much true, and that's what they're saying about you. And this is what happens when you deal with ignorant people, and this is why I do not engage ignorant people. And I've reiterated my policy, and this is my policy, you know, to the end. This is the policy I had on my blog, www.shawnsjames.blogspot.com. When ignorant people would come to that blog, what would happen was I would just delete their comments and move on. And here on social media, I do the exact same thing. I do not have time for clowns. I do not have time for minstrels. If you want to go into ad hominem attacks and shaming tactics, this is not the channel for you. Again, you can hit that red X on the right hand side of the PC or the left hand side of the Mac. If you want to have an intelligent discussion or you want to watch something intelligent here, you can continue to watch the channel, but I have no time for clowns, I have no time for jokers, and I have no time to argue and go back and forth with people.